everyone, welcome back, and today we are going to be playing our October round of TBR around the world. Okay, so this might be a different top than what I'm wearing in the rest of the video, but I'm filming this a little bit later than the rest of my video because I wanted to wait closer to the end of the month before I figured out what I read and didn't read. And I still have a few to go, but I think I'm going to get them done before the end of the month. Okay. So for funny book, I was supposed to read Garfield Rounds Out by Jim Davis, and I did finish that one. I gotta get my tokens. All right. Empty because I spent my tokens. So we can finally use the ones that are on top. All right. So tokens. I can use one because I read Garfield. So 1 token for me. Next one was favorite color on the cover or title. And for that one, I read Formula of Deception by Carrie Stewart Parks. It has blue and green, my 2 favorite colors. And I did finish this one. And then the next prompt was a library book. And for that one, I was going to read The Ogress and the Orphans by Kelly Barnhill. And I have not finished it yet. I just started it. But I still have 3 days? 3 days till the end of the month. It's a middle grade book. It's a big middle grade book, but I think I can get it done. So I'm going to put the token in for now. And if I don't, I can always take it out later. Okay. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it. All right, the next one was a random letter generator, and I got a Q. And I was going to read A Question of Guilt by Carolyn Keene. I did not get to that one because my library just didn't get it in time. I actually ended up canceling my hold because I put a hold on it last month, like in the middle of August or late August, and it still says submitted and not on the way or in transit, whatever it says. So yeah, it's not going to come in time. So I ended up canceling that hold. So I'm not going to count that one against myself for or against because I never got it. All right, the next one was NetGalley Arc, and I was going to read To Win a Prince by Tony Shiloh, and I absolutely read that one, loved it so much. So another shell token for me to spend on books. And then, let's see, the last prompt was a travel book, and for that one, I was supposed to read The Bone House by Stephen R. Lawhead, and I am currently reading that one as well. I'm listening to the audio, and I'm about 30% of the way through, so I plan on finishing that one either tonight or tomorrow, so that one should be done in time. Well, by the time you see this, it will be Friday, the last day of the month, but I should be finished with that book by then. So I'm going to put that in there because I think I'm going to finish it. So I think I got 5 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 tokens this month, and nothing against me. So unless I don't finish those books, but I think I will. So aw, Chester cat. I didn't realize he was in the lid. That's cute. All right. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get on into our rolls. Here is our lovely board for the month, and I'm using Goofy today, adorable Goofy, to start off the game. And I'm just going to go ahead and give these a quick mix. Alright, so if you missed the first video, I will link my playlist down below in the description box so you know what all the prompts are used for, but I'm sure we will hit some of them on the way on our journey traveling through the board because we have to make it all the way through the board. Okay, so let's go. Okay, roll number 1. Ooh, 8, okay. Alright, so we got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a suitcase. We haven't had a suitcase in a really long time. I don't think since our first game. And that is a TBR star jar, which, I kind of threw away all my stars because I did a really big unhaul recently and I knew most of them were in that jar. So I have to make some more. So I'll put like half stars that I really kind of don't want to read and half that I do kind of want to read. I might do all Christian fiction just because of the readathon, but yeah, we're going to have to do it that way because I threw all mine out and I knew it was going to be picked. So for roll number 1, we rolled an 8, and that was our TBR star jar. So I had to remake them. And I did not think I was going to get a TBR star jar pick until like a couple months, so I would have time. So I don't have many, but this is most of my Christian fiction books back there. I only put the Christian fiction because of the readathon happening. But there's ones in here that I want to read, ones that I don't really want to get to right now, but they're all in here. I know there's not that many because I had this whole jar filled at one point, but we do have quite a few in there, so I'm going to give it a nice mix. Dive right in there. Okay, we got a multicolored one. It's kind of like a, oops, hard to hold on to. Green, pink, yellow, really cute. And I used nicer paper this time, so it should be easier to open. No tearing this month. Awesome. Okay, so the book that I got was not a book that I really wanted to read right now. But we got State of Lies by Siri Mitchell. So let me go grab that. She's an M, right? Yeah. There it is. So this is the book we got. I got this one, I think, from Book Outlet. Or this could have been from Tyndale. But I got State of Lies by Siri Mitchell. This is a mystery thriller type. She mostly writes romance, but this is a nice change of pace. I actually have not read any of her books, I don't think. So I'm really excited to start off with this one. So this one says, months after her husband Sean is killed by a hit-and-run driver, physicist? Yeah, I had to figure that one out. Georgie Brennan discovers he lied to her about where he had been going that day. A cryptic notebook, a missing computer, and strange noises under her house soon have her questioning everything she thought she knew. So that sounds really good. I'm excited to put a thriller on since it's fall, and thrillers and mysteries always remind me of fall, so this is going to be perfect. All right, so that was our first book. On to roll number 2. All right, roll a number 2. We got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single cloud. Now, I've been really hoping my game is going to be nice to me this month because of my Christian readathon and everything happening this month, so far we're doing good. Okay. So a single cloud is just one prompt here. So what do we have? Flowers on the cover. Ooh, okay. I think I might have a couple options for this one, but one I know for sure has flowers on the cover. So we'll see what we have. That's an easy one, and that's a fun one. I love flowers. It's one of my favorite things on a book cover. Okay, awesome. All right, so for roll number 2, we rolled a 6, and we got a single cloud. So that prompt, I lost my other prompt thing. Oh, there it is. for later. Okay, so our first prompt is flowers on the cover. So for this one, it might be a tiny bit of a stretch, but I don't think so. There it is, way up at the top shelf. I can reach the top shelf. And I'm going to be reading Mountain Laurel by Lori Benton. So I think these are flowers. Don't quote me. They could be like nuts or seeds, but they look more like closed flowers to me. So we've got some fall foliage and flowers. And the second one does have flowers in this duology, but I have to read the first one first. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to read 2 fairly big books this month. So I'm just using this one. And I think they are closed flowers, so we're going to go with this one for that prompt. All right, on to the next roll. Roll a number 3. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another TBR star jar. Wow, we haven't hit any of them, and we've hit 2 in this game. So for our next roll, we rolled another 8, and for this one, we got another star jar. I haven't had TBR star jar in like months, and we've had 2 this game. So mixing it up, digging in. Hopefully a different color this time. Oh yes, a kind of orange and peach colored one. Nice. All right. So let's see what this one has. Okay. I'm excited and a little bit scared. And again, I still have no idea how to open these. I think I do squish them a little bit to open them. Ooh, I'm excited. Ah, yes. All right. I can see what it is, but I have to get the rest of it out so you guys can see it. Now we're going to have struggles. There we go. All right. Come on, come out. Yay. All right. so we got a Jamie Jo Wright book, and this is on the cliffs of Foxglove Manor. So this one just came out last year, I believe, and I am just so excited. I'm really wanted a Jamie Jo Wright book on my TBR. I think I have another one, but that's okay. All right, so that one's down here. Have that one handy. All these were handy. So this is the one that I will be reading. Look at that gorgeous cover. I mean, that's stunning. I love that color in the background. Gorgeous. So all of her books are dual timeline, and they have to do with a mystery and a little bit of not like atmospheric creepiness. It's not extreme creepiness because she's a Christian author, so it's not going to be really gross creepiness. Okay, so let's see what it says. It says, Foxglove Manor would twist its way into your soul until one day it owned you, and it called to you, and it didn't cease haunting you until you came back. Wow. Did I just leave it at that? I think I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to know anymore. That sounds really good. Okay, so that's our next book. Our covers kind of go well together. At least these two do. Really pretty. Well, fall colors. We're going with the fall color scheme. All right, on to our, is this our fourth roll? Fourth roll. Okay. All right, what roll is this? Number 4. And we hit a 6. We're hitting 6 and 8s today. What's up with that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Passport. So Passport is a friend pick, and I have a wheel for that because it's either a Facebook group pick, mom pick, dad pick, booktube friend pick, or just a friend in my life pick, if that makes sense. Okay, so awesome, a friend pick. We haven't had that in a couple months either. So for our fourth roll, we got a Passport, which means a friend pick. So I rolled my wheel of friends. It has dad, mom, Facebook, booktuber friend, lots of different options there. So I spun the wheel and it landed on dad pick. So I had my dad go pick a book, so I'm just going to go ahead and insert that clip right now. Here's Dad. I told him he could pick from anything off of this shelf because that's all my Christian fiction, and I plan on reading mostly Christian fiction next month, so you can pick whatever I want unless I've already read it. That's most likely that I haven't. Forest Creaky, don't mind the mass of the papers. Thought you read the other one. Too many choices? I've already read that one. And I haven't read the other 3 that are back there. That's part of a series.
Okay,
this one? My friend actually just finished reading that one, and I haven't read it yet. So okay. So his choice is 9 by Rachel Decker. So my dad, if you saw, ended up picking 9 by Rachel Decker. Again, another fall atmospheric read. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, so my dad is a huge fan of her dad's books, so I guess that's why he chose her book. But I have not read this yet. One of my friends, Book Talks with Mrs. Thomas, has read this because I did one of my tags with this book, but I have not read it yet, so I'm excited to get to this one. This says, let's see, Zoe Johnson has spent most of her life living in the shadows, never drawing attention to herself, never investing in people or places. But when a wide-eyed, bedraggled teenager with no memory walks into the diner where Zoe works, everything changes. So I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit of a thriller. I'm excited to get into one of her books. I've only read her middle grade series that she writes with her dad. I don't think I've ever read any of her books, but I've been wanting to, so this is a good first option. All right, on to our next roll. All right, roll number 5. Can we finish the game, or do we have to roll again? 8. Ooh, I think we finished the game. Did someone give me loaded dice? Because we literally have had 8, 6, 8, 6, 8. That's weird. Okay. So this one was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! We're done. We're done. Yay! So we only got 5 books this month. Man, this TBR has been really nice to me. Okay, so last prompt is a travel prompt, which is up here. Hopefully it's nothing that I can't fill. Okay, so let's find out. I'm scared. Ooh, it had to be a hard one. Photos on cover or inside of the book. So this is actual photos. It can be like pretend photos or real photos, but it has to be photos. Oh, this is going to be really tough, isn't it? I don't know if I have any, at least in Christian fiction that I know of in my books. Oh boy, okay. Gonna be tough, but I think we can do it. So if you saw that, it is our final roll. I'm so excited to only have 5 books this month. It's a nice short TBR because obviously I'm probably going to have a ton more books that I want to read for the Christian Readathon. So for this one, it's not going to be a Christian pick because I found a different option. But our prompt is, since we landed on our last one, which is a travel prompt, it is photos on cover or inside the book. So I was going to choose a Christian book, but I was thinking and thinking and thinking. I'm like, I don't know if I have any that have that. And so I was like, well, I know you can easily find almost anything on the front of an Archie comic book. So I went on my Hoopla account and I went through all my favorites because I literally have every Archie comic book that they have highlighted as a favorite. So I know to check them out later if I haven't read them. So I scrolled until I found one. And it is, let's see, it's Archie number 305. And if you can tell on the cover, there is a picture of Betty and a picture of Veronica. I think Betty's on the night table there and Veronica's on the wall. So those are photos. Yes, they're cartoon photos. They're not real photos. I didn't say they were going to be real. So I think that works out perfectly. And it's really short. I think it's like 32 pages. So super short, super easy. I can get that done the first day and then have the rest of the month for the Christian Readathon. So other than that book, everything else was a Christian fiction book. So let me go ahead and grab the ones that I have. So I have all of these physically. I'm like so happy with myself. None of them are library books this month. Well, except for the Archie comic book. So these are the books that were chosen for the game this month. I am so excited to get to all of these. I think I'm really going to enjoy them. 3 of these spines go really nicely together. But like, seriously, this is like a fall feeling TBR. I mean, we got thrillers, we got historical fiction. This is perfect. The perfect October list of books. Whoops. The buddy read for our Christian book group, which feel free to join in and read with us. I think I'm going to be a little busy in October, so I don't think I'm going to have time to do a book discussion video on this month, but I will talk about it in my end of the month wrap up. So we will be reading Castaway in Cornwall by Julie Klassen, so feel free to join in with us and read that book with us. I forgot to look it up to see what it's about. Even though I voted for it, but I will put the Goodreads link down below in the description box if you want to check out to see what it's about. That's just the way my brain worked today. I had so much to film that I forgot to look that up. So yes, I am so excited to get to all of these and I cannot wait to read them and tell you all about them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe and like this video and don't forget to hang out for the Christian Readathon happening. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited because I love these types of readathons where you can choose your own pathways. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to do my TBR for that. I did this early just so I can connect these books to that readathon. Alright, so I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you all in the next video.